If you're a college athlete or an aspiring one, listen up. The NCAA's roster limits are actively destroying opportunities for thousands of athletes, including me. I was cut from my D1 Power 4 track team because of these limits. And now I know I'm not alone. So what's happening? The NCAA has imposed roster limits to force teams to cut depth. This means fewer spots, fewer opportunities, and more athletes getting cut. Not because they aren't good enough, but because their teams simply can't afford to keep developmental athletes like me. When you eliminate developmental athletes, you eliminate legendary walk-on stories. Athletes who start as underdogs but grow into champions. Take Abdi Nur, for example. He wasn't a high-profile recruit back in high school. He ran 4:28 in the mile and 9:27 in the 2-mile. Times like that wouldn't turn many D1 coaches' heads, but NAU gave him a chance. And what happened? He became a pivotal runner for their national championship winning team, earned All-American honors, and went on to represent Team USA at the World Championships and the Olympics. If today's roster limits existed back then, there's a chance Nur wouldn't have been as successful due to the lack of opportunities for him coming out of high school. Let me be clear, this isn't just about me. It's about thousands of athletes who work their entire lives to compete at the highest level, only to have their dreams crushed by a rule that prioritizes budget over talent. One of the most common things I hear is, if you want to be on a team, just get better. But the argument ignores the reality of sports. Development matters. Depth matters. Not every athlete walks onto a D1 team and is an immediate star. These cuts aren't just affecting individuals, they are affecting entire programs. Universities are struggling to fund non-revenue sports, meaning even more teams could get eliminated a whole. Over 10,000 D1 athletes could be cut because of this. That's 10,000 dreams crushed, that's 10,000 futures altered, and a major impact on mental health. Athletes already deal with intense pressure. Imagine adding fear of being cut just because of a numbers game. If this continues, college athletics, as we know, will change for the worse. More programs will disappear, more American high school athletes will be shut out, and NCAA will continue to devalue their athletes. It's time to fight back. We have a voice. If you've been affected by these roster limits or know someone who has, share this video, tag the NCAA, speak up. And if you disagree with me, I'm happy to debate you about it. But if you truly care about college sports, you need to see the bigger picture of things. We need to stand up before it's too late. It's time for the NCAA to work for us. They are a nonprofit governing body, not a corporation. It's time for them to put athletes' best interests first.